Hi, what happens when you fear what you think could happen? I'm Terry Christine. I'm an intuitive life coach and psychic medium, a speaker, an author, and creator of the Power of You Master Course. Most of the time, people come to me when there are lots of fears going on in themselves and they can't seem to move forward. And I had a client who was focusing on the fear of her kids being taken away from her during a custody battle. She went into court, and as she left, her greatest and biggest fear happened was the children were taken away. There was nothing that she did. She wasn't cheating or doing drugs or anything that would cause this to happen. She went on and on in her body, in her head, in her mind, thinking that her kids would be taken away from her. Her greatest and biggest fear manifested, and they were. During the next 3 months, she allowed herself to focus. As I talked to her and brought her into the power of knowing her own internal being and her feelings and the love between herself and her children, she allowed herself to calm her mind and know that the love that she had between her and her kids would bring them back to her. She knew she was being heard. She knew that she would feel and get her kids back. And as I said, during those 3 months and at the end of that, she got her kids back. Because what happened was she allowed herself to release any of the fears of the kids not loving her anymore, of not being heard, of people doing things to her that would cause her to step further and further away from her kids. As she was able to release the fears, knowing that her children love her unconditionally, knowing that she did nothing wrong, knowing that she was being heard and keeping calm within her own guidance system, allowed her by the end of the 3 months to get her kids back and move forward. Now, that is what happens when you focus on the fear of what could happen, because you're bringing forth all of those fears, and all of what you think is going to happen manifests into what can and does happen. So that's the most important thing, is to focus on what you want. Focus on all that is about being known and heard and living in love and doing the right thing when you're living heart-centered. All of that will continue to allow you to move forward into with ease and grace and all the things that you desire. By totally focusing on that, release the fears, release and let go, because that's what you end up manifesting. So I hope this helps. Please, you can find me on TerrieChristine.com, where you can download yourself Theta Stream, which is a guided meditation with theta sound that takes you to the deeper levels of the mind. And you can also find me on Facebook at Terrie Christine. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ta for now.